Oh my God, there's one place in South Africa that has very much a concept like that. And it's just like, it's a little like a lodge that they have outside in the safari arenas, like the safari resorts, and you can lie there and you see the stars at night while you're sleeping.
Special guest, Toral Master, affectionately known as Tink. Well, I say Tink. Everybody else says Tinku, but I say Tink. Yeah, Tinkerbell.
All kind of names.
Yes, all of them. Choose.
Okay.
Welcome back, Tink. How are you, my beautiful sister queen?
Yeah, I'm actually doing very well. Thank you so much for having me again. I love being here and sharing in this beautiful energies with you, amazing, beautiful souls. And I love hearing all of your amazing shares and being there when I am able to support you in the background, and also just to be encouraging, because I think that, you know, these days we do need that kind of support to allow us to be able to still stand our ground, stand in our power, and be our beautiful self, you know, as Yoda does.
Yes, Yoda. I love that you have your Yoda shirt on because
I was like, let's just put on the Yoda shirt.
Yes, follow that spirit. And I love your background. I love your background.
I was experimenting with some.
And you chose that one. That's an app one. Perfect. Is that a place you'd like to travel to? Yes, I'm trying to segue into it. But is that a place you'd like to travel to?
If I can move out of the way, but
it's that is amazing.
It's a beautiful place. I think we'll go there.
Yes, it is. I was thinking actually when we was talking about having Travel Wander Your Way part 2. What places, how do you choose a place to resonate, you know, with what you want the experience to be? You know, because sometimes it's not about just going to a place to have fun. You know, what about those destinations that people actually choose to heal? People actually choose to, you know, spend time in a good place of energy, you know, to uplift themselves. How is that done? How is that done? What should a person try to find, you know, when they're striving to get over past events that have troubled or challenged them, and they're still dealing with?
It's a great question. Thanks, Angela, for that. You know, and I think that with COVID, a lot of people are looking for places like that now. They're wanting to have escapes where, not escapes as such, but, you know, a place, a vacation or a getaway that allows them to feel rejuvenated. Many people in previous travel experience, they were looking for touristy areas. They wanted to see more, do more, but then when they got back home, they were really exhausted from their trips, or they felt like they needed another holiday to, you know, to get away. And so I think that right now there is a calling for people wanting to be in sort of peaceful, serene environments, and they wanting to do so more and more, because from my perspective, it's because they've got to learn who they are. They've got to understand who they are. They've had this time to be on their own and tap into their innate being, so that they can sort of see their potential, right? And sort of get an indication of what is now something that they want to do that's in true alignment with themselves. So places like, you know, one of the top end of destinations is Bali.
I was was hoping you could, yes.
Of course.
Bali is amazing. It's the most beautiful place. I've been there once, and I've been there twice. And it is amazing. It's such a serene environment. The people are incredible. And what I love the best about Bali is the amazing massages that you get in Bali. It's, oh my God, it is phenomenal.
Oh.
It is phenomenal. And you know, most of the properties that I personally like to recommend are luxury properties. And why I recommend them is because I feel like when a person is wanting to get away and be able to have a time for themselves, they need to also treat themselves that way. Treat yourself like luxury. Treat yourself like a queen, like a goddess, you know? Yeah. And I know a lot of people will maybe disagree with this as well, because like, especially with families, and I do have that as well. I have a lot of families that are traveling, and they want to sometimes go to places where they feel like they can cook, or they have a kitchenette, or they have a place where they can do certain things, especially if they have smaller kids. But I think that it's also about what you love to do and what makes you happy. But for me personally, I just love to go to a place where I feel like I'm a queen, I'm being treated well. I just want my breakfast to be laid out for me. If I have a butler, I'll be like, whoa, this is incredible. Like, do things that you wouldn't really necessarily do at home. Do things that you'd want to feel like, you know what, I just came from paradise, or I'm in paradise, and this is something that I'd love to bring into my life. So make that kind of changes for yourself. It's not about being materialistic. Really, it's not about being materialistic. It's just about loving yourself for who you really are. And sometimes, like, the opposite end of the spectrum is also there, where you can even go to a retreat center, you can go to a yoga sanctuary, and you can even go to maybe even an ashram. Some people love to do that if they're really wanting to be grounded and go into silence and create themselves a meditative area. In that way, then I would say, you know what, do something that's really for you only. Do something that where you getting away on your own. Don't take your family and your children on that particular kind of experience, because you never know if they really want to be in that space, unless they do. But I would say do it for you first, and then if your family is wanting to jump on board, yes, great, have them jump on board, but don't force it upon them, because it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody at their present time of experience. Depends on whether they want to create that kind of experience for themselves, and I think a journey within is definitely about being still with yourself. Journey of spirituality is being still with yourself. So there are beautiful, amazing places that I can recommend in Thailand, in Bali, in India. The Asian, continents generally lends itself to places like this that are not too like where you don't have to you don't have to dig deep in your pockets for an experience like this, but you can still experience it very beautifully. A very strange request once I received was, I want to do this, but I really want to go somewhere where I can see animals. So Africa is so amazing for that, like South Africa and even Zimbabwe and Zambia, those areas are really amazing. And you can combine two places of like maybe a beach vacation with a safari. So you can have that kind of experience. And if you want to have more of a spiritual kind of experience, there are amazing yoga retreat centers, amazing sanctuaries where they link to national parks. So you can have the gaming experience as well as have a sanctuary for yourself to create an environment where you want to have a retreat, where you want to do coaching. And it's really a beautiful country. The weather is amazing. So you're not having to worry about, oh, is it going to snow today? Or, what kind of weather are we going to be heading into? So those are the things that, yeah, I would look at. There's a combination of various things that you would have to consider: weather aspects, when are they wanting to travel, are they going on their own? So I like to create a package that's something that's sort of resonates with the person that's traveling.
And you help them do this. You help them do this. What questions do you ask them to find out?
Yeah. So first, on the first question that comes out of me is, what is your budget? Because a lot of people love to do so many things when they travel, but then they do have a budget. And so it's so important to allow yourself to have a budget. If you're creating something that, or if you're wanting to have this beautiful travel experience, then have a budget that it's like in coherence with what you're wanting to have, and so be aware of that, and also maybe create an avenue where you can do that for yourself. I love speaking into that because now that we are in these online spaces, we're understanding business strategies and so forth. It's so important for us to understand how to create those kind of resources so you don't feel so overwhelmed by travel. And this is one of the biggest things that has come up with, for me, in my experience of travel, is people are very limited in terms of the kind of spend they have for their travel experiences. And I feel sometimes travel is a place where you can really grow, you can really experience yourself, and you're not only giving yourself this moment of going out and seeing the world, you're actually giving yourself something of immense growth within yourself, and that is something that I think a lot of people can maybe reconsider how they look at travel in that way, because it's not just about going and seeing different destinations. It's a lovely thing. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I can go anywhere in the world. You put me on a plane, I'll be like the happiest chappy in the world. But I think it's about now understanding that, what, this world is such a small place, and we need to really give it the grace and the due that it deserves. This is our planet Earth. Let's look after it. Let's create an environment where we love to travel, but also we're not creating such a huge impact that it's it's going to change the way this Earth is for the future generations. So that's something that's really coming up with for me now as I step into these roles.
Woo! I'm gonna ring the bell, girl.
Please. Pink, you have given so much. Oh my gosh. You've given so much content. It sent my mind in so many different directions. And I realized that traveling is more than just, all right, let's go somewhere and have fun. And the process of traveling starts way before you get on a plane.
Oh yeah.
It starts with yourself. And it had me think about a lot of things. One thing that came up to me was that scarcity mindset. Some people base travel just off of, all right, how much, and wait, we can't, and then it's constricted, it's not free, and how we block ourselves so many ways. When you said butler, wow. The first time, my ex-husband and I, we went on our honeymoon, and we had a butler when we went on a cruise ship, and we didn't know what to do. We, not with him, but we felt kind of bad about having him. We was like, wait, don't pick that up. Wait, we could get this. And I didn't realize the scarcity of, I wasn't able to live like the queen and he wasn't able to live like the king that he is, you know, because of our mindset of scarcity. We didn't feel we deserved him. I see. Wow. You know, and to go with a mindset of abundance and let all of it is for us. All of it is for us. It's like, wow, that really set me like, wow, wow, wow. So many things. So, wow.
Yeah. Well, we are not
Wow.
average. We're not average. So
No, we're not.
our language and our conversations need to
average.
be more than average now. It needs to be, you know, in that kind of understanding that we are abundant. We are abundant here right now in this moment. If we want to go to this island, yes, why not? Let's do it.
Yes.
You know, it should be that kind of an energy that we need to start bringing into our spaces.
There you go. Yes.
I love that. Thanks, Angela, for that. And yes,
thank you. Oh my God.
I'll hook you up with this background.
Amazing. I think something you said, you were speaking of, you said, okay, because when we are parents as well as partners and spouses, that we also have to take everyone into consideration when we have travel plans. Unless we're going by ourselves, of course.
Yes.
One thing that I thought of was that mothers and daughters, like a mother-daughter trip, to teach, to show the next generation that they are worthy, that they are that queen, or goddess, or empress, or priestess, or sorceress, you know, because I was just envisioning when you were saying that you had a butler and all these things, is that what you were doing, you were showing not only yourself and your husband, but your boys that they are worthy, you know. And in addition to, because I also thought too, because when Angela was speaking, because on the other side of the spectrum, so the one that had the job to be the butler, you know, when you do say, no, you don't have to do that, you're literally rejecting them. You're rejecting their service. You're rejecting that act of contribution that they're giving to you, you know, that act of feeling significant, that you need them, you know, you reject that. So it's a teaching lesson on all dimensions, I'll say it that way, you know, to us as well as the next generation and everyone that's around us. So it was deep. You dropped some stuff.
Didn't she? Didn't she? Yes.
I love you guys. But I love how you say that also, Deanna, is that because, you know, the thing is that there's different places for different folks, you know, like, you know, so if you're wanting to have an intimate kind of environment, and guys, don't get me wrong, like, you know, we need to understand that not everybody may be in the same page as us. And myself particularly, I wasn't on this page before. For me, it was like, oh, what is the most cheapest alternative? How can I get there? And then there was always these variables about, you know, having to travel from one destination to another, to another, to another. It's like, oh my God, you're getting the cheapest one, but you're going to be traveling for like 10, 15, maybe 25 hours, you know, like what the, so, no, you know, like, I think also is understanding where you are in the spectrum, but knowing that you also have this, you know that you're not coming from a place of scarcity. You're not coming from a place of, I don't have this, but I really want to do this because, so what the hell, I'm just going to do it. Because the thing is that brings in more of that, you know, energy of I don't have, or I'm not going to be able to do this ever again, you know, all those kind of notions. And it really comes up a lot with people that are traveling. That is something that if you ask any travel professional, they'll say the first thing that they get from people is like, why is this so expensive? You know, why am I not going to be able to get this and this and this, but like, this is really expensive. We're like, you know, if you want to buy a house, okay, you want to buy a house, So then you're going to buy, you wanting a house with a balcony and a beautiful view and a plot or a lot that's really, expensive, and you want it to be where you're really going to spend your entire, life, or that's going to be your home, your dream home. Okay. Are you going to sit back and say, oh, well, I'm just going to spend that much on it? No, you're going to have a plan. You're going to have a strategy. You're going to have, you're going to be able to implement certain things in place so that you can have that. You can go and live like Empress Ingrid on the British Isles. You want to do that, then you're going to be able to create that kind of environment and write down things that you want to experience from buying that home. Write down the kind of location, the kind of house you want, how many bedrooms are they, what are the sceneries outside of you, what are the places that you really love to have, So the same thing applies to travel. It's like, if you want to have a certain kind of experience and you're saying to me, hey, think, you know what, I just want to get away for a weekend. I want something for me and my daughter to go away. We want to feel like queens and goddesses for the weekend. And I just want to know that I can do this all in this kind of a budget. And we're going to go, yes, let's see what we can do for you. If your budget is something like, I have a very limited budget, but I really want to have this kind of experience, you can still get it. It's just that you need to know that you're not going to have the butler, you're not going to have the penthouse, you're not going to have the masseuse coming into your room, giving you a massage. You're not going to have, okay, fine, that's okay. If you're okay with that, that's going to be a perfect holiday for you as well. That's going to be a perfect breakaway for you as well. But if you want to level up, and if you want to create that environment where you're walking into this amazing, luxurious, like 2-3 bedroom penthouse, skyscraper, looking at beautiful views of oceans and mountains, and you want to have like breakfast being served to you, and you're saying like, this is the experience I want to give myself and my daughter, then you need to also understand you need to invest in yourself for that as well. Invest in yourself so that you can have that experience. Don't go to a professional travel agent or travel professional and say, hey, but I only got like, $1,000 and this is what I want to experience. I'm sorry, sir, I can help you with your $1,000, but that's not what I'm going to be able to give you, So those are the things that I think it stems in any particular industry, right? I think in any industry, whether you are in the knowledge industry, whether you are in, you are in mechanic industry, whatever industry you are in, it depends on where you are in understanding your money habits. What are your business goals? What are your interests and what are your likes? And some people like to go hiking, some people like to go camping, some people enjoy that kind of a scenery. And, for me, that's not my cup of tea. I mean, that's just my personal, my personal opinion is like, I've been on camping with my husband and I was like, no way, please take me out.
Never again. Right, never again. Don't do this to me.
Like, no, wait, don't do this to me.
I need those satin sheets, please.
Right.
So, but I experienced it. I put myself there because he loved it. He wanted to experience it with me. And I was like, okay, let's do this, And then after that, he's like,
wait. What you just said was power right there.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Because you said,
Wow.
it's not
I
my
was just gonna
cup
drop
of
a
tea.
bomb and try to
Right.
brush off.
Yeah.
It's not my cup of tea. But
Yeah.
I love my partner so much and I want to experience his energy. So I will go there with you, babe.
yes.
I got you.
Yes.
Awesome.
I got you. That was powerful. Too.
Look, it was
That
once
was
off,
very
guys. I'm not
powerful.
going to be, I'm not going to say that I'll do it over and over again. But
Right.
once off deal.
But we did
And,
that though. Boom.
and
We
I
did
said
that.
to
You
him, now
remember
that
that day? Okay.
But we
Remember
did that.
Now that you have 2 boys, you're welcome to do camping whenever.
There you go. See you guys later.
Hi, I'm gonna go enjoy
I'll be
my
in the
trip.
penthouse. I'm in the penthouse.
Yes.
This is the number to call me as you guys are
Yeah.
camping.
How did you have 2 boys? You now see, I provided.
Yeah.
But now, since you said that, that brings me to a question I had like a minute ago. With mothers, all right, having
I know.
children,
I want to go
families,
take
homes to take care of. Is it all right for a mother just to up and go on a trip for herself?
Yes, absolutely. Why not?
And how? What's the process? How would you say?
Say that again, Ting. Say that again.
100%. Why not? You know what? Send
Actually,
the guys, send the boys. If you have boys in your house, send them on a camping spree. You pack your things, call your best friend up and say, hey girl, we going on this trip.
We're leaving.
Oh no, you call beforehand and say, this is the day we're going to do it. We're all going to plan our children's trip, and we'll see each other the next day.
You know, the one thing that, I'm very much for planning and so forth. And I really appreciate that planning is important.
Yes.
But I also appreciate having that kind of spur of the moment.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's me. That's
Yeah,
me.
I love
Let's don't
that.
play. Let's go to France tomorrow. Okay, let's
Yes.
go. Woo!
It's pack. You don't have to pack much actually. Just buy all the things there. Take your passport.
Backpack. I just told a girlfriend of mine that. I'm like, no, you're planning too much. Get your book bag that you use for school, put the little essentials in there, rock it when you get there. She was like, really? I'm like, yes, go.
Let's go.
Toothbrush and toothpaste. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
And some underwear.
Yeah. Like I really love that because
If you want, optional, whatever you want, but okay.
Yeah. Where you going? This is where you going.
Right.
have you ever thought of doing that? Like just taking a toothbrush, your passport, and like that's all I need, really.
Wow.
I really don't want to use. In fact, even the toothbrush
Wow.
is really not needed because you can just go and get
I
toothbrushes.
just need my passport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm out. I'll buy when I get there.
Wow.
Get on
Buy when I
Wow.
get there.
Wow. And they're like, no carry-on, ma'am. No.
No, ma'am, cool.
Just
My
me.
passport and my purse are my carry-ons.
I've been dying to do that. I can't wait. Like spiritual team coming soon.
Right.
Okay, got
Yes.
it. Coming soon.
Right. Right.
That's what I heard. Coming soon.
And we're doing it together.
Right.
South Africa, here we come.
Oh, yes. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh my God.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Tank has been dying to go to South Africa since he started talking. It's like, I'm going right now.
I'm really missing. I'm having a bit of FOMO for being at home with my parents. I'm missing them a lot. I miss my family a lot. So, but it's I think it's a blessing that everything happens for a reason, and everything is a blessing. So I'm grateful to also be here. I'm grateful to be here with you guys, having a conversation. And that's
We love you.
not having
You love us so much.
Yes.
Yeah, you really get caught up in your daily grind. And so the fact that COVID gave us some time and said, hey, do something that you actually thought that you would want to implement in your life, do it now. Create that for yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
With everything, do it with wonder. Like the topic of conversation is like, you want to have wonder in your life. Bring that element into your day, into your life. I've noticed, I've realized, as they say, you can always count the things looking backwards, count or understand what's happened to you looking backwards. And when I look back at my life, I've realized that I've actually been a wanderer. Like I've wondered about certain things, and I've never been one to just read things. I mean, Jessie knows that as well. I love to experience life. I love to go through the journey of life. And sometimes we do shitty things. And sometimes we do amazing stuff. And even in those shitty things, we learn a lot because it's part of us. It's part of our life, you know.
Every part.
We don't always think it was the right decision, but maybe it was the right decision at that time. So, you know, let's not be hard on ourselves. Let's wander our way and enjoy this journey, like how you would enjoy a travel experience, like how you would enjoy your journey of experiencing a new destination and experiencing how to, you know, enjoy a different place. You know,
You got me all excited. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm like,
so-
I'm gonna grab my passport and just roll.
right. But before you continue, ladies, we have Misty and Tiffany watching us live. Hey, beautiful queen.
Misty. Hey guys.
Love you guys.
You know, so guys, so when Tinku and I started doing Clubhouse, and shout out to whoever was there live and whoever is gonna pop in on Tuesdays for us. But yeah, when I met Tink used to tell the most beautiful stories on Clubhouse about places that she's been. Between her and Charmaine were like, I was like this. And you know I'm a meditator,
Really?
so they were like talking. I literally was visiting those places in my mind when they were speaking. No, seriously, I was like, so they were speaking, and I was just like, oh, I wonder if I can just do that now. And then I would daze out on the story. So I told them, I was like, you guys need to start telling these stories and like start telling these stories, because I went to all those places that they were, oh my God, when they took me to the Northern Light,
Oh yes.
Oh
that
wow.
night was magical. Oh man, that night was so magical.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing.
You know,
I can't wait until we do that again.
we need to plan this for real, ladies.
Oh yeah.
We need to plan this because I want to go to, I don't even know where it is, but I know you're outside. And I know, Tinku, you're like, no, I'm not going. But the fact that I said outside, he was like, nope, we're not going. But they're
involved.
the rooms look like, or the places that you stay look like bubbles. And it's plastic and you can see. And there are bedrooms, and then the bathroom part, you know, you can't see in that part. And so literally they have beautiful big queen beds in there, and it's open. And so you're literally outside in the stars
And a bubble, yes.
without being outside, Tinku. So you'll be okay.
Outside?
So you're in a bubble. Can you imagine, ladies? We would be sleeping under the stars in our queen bed and our silk sheets though, but we could see everything. I don't know where it is, but we got to go there.
Oh my God, there's one place in South Africa that has very much a concept like that. And it's just like, it's a little like a lodge that they have outside in the safari arenas, like the safari resort, and you can lie there and you see the stars at night while you're sleeping. There is this place. I know what you're talking about now. I just cannot sort of pinpoint the location. Oh man, I'll definitely get it for you. I know where it is.
Is it Australia or no? Or I can't remember where, but all I know is I want to go.
Because there is also one in Iceland.
Yes, it is in Iceland. That's the one when I was going like this, I saw it on the Travel Channel in Iceland.
Iceland,
Wow.
That's where the Northern Lights are as well. So a lot of people love to just lie back and watch the lights from there. But oh man, this place, I know what you're
But in South Africa, do you get to see like elephants go by or any wildlife go by in that?
What did you say, Angela? Sorry.
In South Africa, you said they have one that shows like that scenery where you can look out, that it has the glass room. Do you see any wildlife go by?
Yes. You literally will be like part the wildlife.
I will call all the elephants to me.
I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't sleep. I'll be like, oh my gosh. You guys would be like, Deanna, get inside. No, I want to touch them, but I want to play with them. They're hyenas. I don't care. I love them. That would be me.
Like, wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Right.
Right.
I'd be peeking around to see if y'all make sure that y'all not looking, and then go out, be
We go
out there.
outside. We got, who's gonna get her this time, y'all? Who's gonna wake
Well,
up?
Right, this time. This time.
Pull you in, queen. Pull you in. There are lions out there, lady. Can you please?
There are lions out there.
I'd be like, I'm just gonna
She's
set my
gonna be
face
like, they're my
because I want to.
sisters and brothers. It's okay. They got me. They got me.
Yeah, they
Oh
can
my
hear you. No.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be okay.
Do I want to go to that one hotel, Tink, where there's one hotel in Africa where the elephants, that's part of their migration, is to walk through this
Oh,
hotel.
yeah, me
So I
too.
want to go through that. I want to go to that one.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
want to go to another, I think it's in South Africa also,
Wow.
where they have giraffes that come up. And you can,
Oh.
and then you have your windows open as you're
I
in the
would
room.
hug
Yes.
them.
You
I
have your
would hug
breakfast,
them.
and they just got their hands
Yes.
all in your window, and you can feed them. I want to go there too.
Oh, it's
Yes, you can do that. That's, I mean, that hotel is so
Wow.
popular. It's so popular, and you know when
Wow.
you're having breakfast and these giraffes are just standing by and they're popping their head into the restaurant. It's so amazing. I love it. Yeah, so it's everything is possible. Everything. I love your itinerary, Deanna. I'm definitely on board.
Come on, come on.
Yes, yes.
Bring your passport and just a toothbrush and let's go. Let's go.
I love it. Oh my
You know,
goodness.
I just wanted to share with you guys the first time when I went with my husband on this camping experience. So we went and it was just the two of us. So
Oh.
you guys are gonna laugh yourself silly, but anyway. So we go there, he's got the tent, he's even got a mattress, because I'm like, are we gonna sleep on the floor?
I can see his face. No, we're not.
I got you. I got you.
He was until you
He
said
was.
something.
Yeah, right.
You know, he was like, oh, okay, no.
I knew it. I knew it.
We're gonna have an air mattress, okay?
Well, let me tell you guys, his brother had a car that was like a van kind of a thing. So the entire back of that van was completely packed with things. Like there was a gas stove, there was a heater, there was a TV. There was a TV. A small little TV in the back. And there was the mattress. There was, I mean, if you thought you were carrying your whole house going for the weekend away, guys.
Wow.
So we get to this place, and this place is actually it's not only like a camping area. So there's a hotel as aspect to it. There's the camping area. So it's not really like rustic. But for me, it was like, whoa, this is.
We're outside.
I'm
That's it.
like,
We're outside.
camping, guys. So
She said I was camping.
anyway, I'm finished. Even thinking about this. Anyway, we get there the first night, and if my cousins or any of my family is listening to this, they'll be going, yes, that is her. That's her. So like we get there the first night, and we prepare the tent, and it takes us an hour to prepare the tent, because firstly I'm sitting going, so how are we going to peg this thing together?
Different things.
And the poor Oak was begging everything, and the guys with their they come with their campers, you know, so they have their whole car, they have the whole camper, plus they have like a little deck. I'm like, why don't we have something like that? At least, you know, we could. And then I'm like, where are we going to bath? This is crazy.
Right.
I cannot. So he says, well, there's the communal area, so you can go there and you'll have a bath, and it's not far away. I got a site that's nearby, so you don't have to walk. I said, yes, because, you know, at night, what if we need the loo? Then how are we going to get to the... It was crazy. Anyway, so that night, we stayed in the tent. I was very uncomfortable. I was like, okay, this is, and then we walked around, we seen, I said, you know, there's a hotel here, you know. He's like, yes, I know there's a hotel. It's like, check, like maybe they have a room available. Maybe. He's like, okay, we'll have a look. Obviously, he was not interested in the hotel. He was like, oh, this is not going to work. And we were on a very, very tight budget. It was like we couldn't even spend like additional $1 extra because we were like, no, this is our budget. So it started raining the second night. Oh my gosh. I was like, what are we going to do now? It's raining. How are we going to sleep in the tent? We are going to get washed away. This is bad.
And he's like, whatever, you listen to rain meditations at night, now you got it real, and you're like, it's gonna flood.
Well, this is me having a human
This
experience.
was before meditation. This was before meditation.
All right.
This
how
was
it
before
looks,
she
you
met
all.
meditation, right?
All right. This is how it looks. This is
Okay,
how we all
right.
look.
Yeah,
This
look,
is how
this
we
is
all look.
a pure human experience, guys. No meditation involved.
No meditation at all.
No, I got that from the very beginning, the way she started the conversation. I knew, I was like, oh, Sushil, I love you
Shit.
very much.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
yeah.
husband loves you
For
so
her
much.
and for all of us.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you know what? He's
loves you.
definitely a Trojan for all he does. Because really, when it started raining, I was like, no, this is not happening. I'm not doing this. But I tell you, I'm a manifesting beast, and I was not going to sleep in that tent. I was definitely not doing that. He said, okay, now we'll make a plan. So thankfully, we have this car where we can put the mattress in the car and we can cook and everything. And so that's where we had our night for, you know, because it started pouring at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So there was no way that we were going to have a night where it was going to be no rain. And once it rains in South Africa, it rains. It's like you got to just enjoy that rain. It's not going to stop. It's endless. And they can be streams and rivers, whatever. But, you know, the whole thing about that experience was I truly seen that he also wanted me to enjoy that experience, and he was doing everything possible to make that happen, you know. And it was awesome because as a newly married couple, we were like, I was, okay, this is going to be awesome. Don't worry. But anyway, that was the first and the last experience of my camping journey.
First and last.
First and last.
I'm not doing that again. Unless you tell me, hey, we're going on camping, but we have a chalet for you. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm on board. As long as it's a proper roof over my head and a bed.
Right.
Oh my goodness, wow.
So, but you know, he really made it work, and we actually had a good weekend. Overall, it was a good weekend. And then when we came back, he says, okay, I don't think we're doing this again. I said,
and then the boys came. There you go.
There you go.
There
What
you
I
go.
gifted you. Yes, there you go.
I said, now you have two beautiful boys. You can do
Right.
whenever you please.
Wherever you please.
And I'm going to have a weekend with my girlfriends, and we'll be very happy. Thank you so much.
Right.
That's so awesome, amazing. Oh my goodness.
You know, you have both spectrums of it. So that's why I say, you know, you got to know where you want to be, what you want to enjoy in your travel experiences. Like I shared with Jesse on Clubhouse once, we went to Thailand, and the property was called Satya. It's just off the island of Phuket. So there's a little island. You have to go there with a boat, and they have people that will. You get to the like a docking area, and it's all like amazing, like 5-star kind of treatment. You get a cold towel, and then you'll get a champagne, or if you don't drink champagne, you have a juice, and then you sit in this amazing like 5-star kind of aircon lounge, and then they give you like a whole array of food, so you can have whatever you want before you get to the property.
What?
So you're waiting for the boat to
You
come.
got my attention again.
Right.
You get the boat
Wow.
to come, the boat comes, the people take your baggage, they put your baggage, you get onto the boat, you get there, another kind of welcome, all those dances, and then there's another whole refreshing drink and cold towel or hot towel, whatever you prefer, but it's quite hot there, so a cold towel is very refreshing. And then they say, can we take you to your room? And it's like this old cart wagon, like it's so stunning. It's made out of pine wood, and it's like, it's like a totally different experience. When you're on that island, you feel like you're in another world altogether. It's so crazy. It's like you are in a movie kind of a thing, and like, please don't pinch me, I'm happy to be I don't want to wake up. And so you get onto this wagon, they put your baggage in, you get to it's on a mountainous area, so when you go to your room and you get to the bungalow area, it's a bungalow because it's like 2-layered. There's a lovely pool, like an infinity pool that's looking out to the ocean. So it feels like the pool is like transcending into the ocean. And when you're standing there, you're like, oh boy, I could just spend the whole day and night here. And
Oh my
that's
God.
where, and they take you, when you get there, that's when you realize how amazing this island is, and you realize how amazing the rooms are allocated, because every room has a view, every room has like this amazingness, because there's nothing blocking it. There's no high-rise buildings, there's no noise of people trekking on the street or on the road. It is incredibly serene. And so we get to the room, and the guy says, okay, we just want to take you guys, because we were there as a travel fam. So that's where travel agents go, and they can see the place for the day and experience some of the rooms. So we packed our costumes in our little bags, and we get to the room and we leave our bags there. Then he takes us to another place where it's like a welcoming area, but it's in the top end of the resort, which is right up in the mountain.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, guys, when you get into that area, it's like, when you have these pool chairs that are lined up, and then you have in front of you the pool, but now you don't only have a pool, you have these pool decks, and it's all covered in glass, and then you just see this view of the ocean.
Oh
And
my.
you just have to sit there and order whatever you want to eat, have like if you want to drink, you can have a drink. There's a spa area if you want to have a massage. Oh, it was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing. And I was like, okay, I can stay here. And then my friends are like, no, we have to go back to the bungalow. We're going to spend the day in the pool. And I was like, okay, this is awesome. We didn't want to leave the island.
Wait, and you said this island name was?
Right.
It's called Satya Resort in Thailand. Satya Resort. Do you find it? The island is called.
Yes.
I lost my track of thought, but the name of the resort is Satya. I'll find it for you guys if I can find it, and I can maybe share it with you. But it is so amazing. And then when you come down to the bungalow, now you have these rooms, and you have like a shower area. It's, you can't even imagine how huge those shower areas are. Like literally the shower itself is like a bedroom. It feels like that, and then they have these bunkers where you can get dressed, and And then outside, they have an outside shower as well. I was like, okay, how much showers do you need? But anyway, this is so amazing. And I had the whole room to myself because the other guys decided to go to the top floor. So I had the whole room to myself, the bed. I was like, I could just sleep here, actually. I could just enjoy this bed. And we sat out at the pool. We got dressed in our cozies, swam a little bit, enjoyed the view. The guys brought some fruits and that for us while we were at the pool. And it's like that's the kind of holiday, that's the kind of vacation people need to strive to have. If you want to have a vacation, go to a place where you would not consider going at all. And that's what you need to start creating for yourself in terms of travel. And I think it's really exciting. Even when I talk about it, I get like goosebumps. I love speaking about those kind of places,
That was me. Every time you talked about it, I was like, "Ooh, she did that, huh?" Yeah.
All over.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how beautiful it is. That's why I told her, I was like, oh, story time. Every time I used to call it story time. Every time they said they were going to talk about a new place they've been to, I was like, oh, story time. It's my time to be here and just go there. Let's go there. I can't wait. That's a beautiful, 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 beautiful place.
We're going.
One of the
yeah, one of the menus that you've been, huh?
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it.
I
really found it so different,
So if you need a ferry, if you need a travel ferry, here it is. She is so talented.
Right.
Right.
You can have amazing retreats in these beautiful places, right, guys? Take people.
This is another thing that I'm putting on my vision board. That's all I gotta say.
So happening. Look
That's
what's
all
next to me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. And all these places, the list is being made. We're every one of them. Every one of them. Wow. See, that safari, we know what we were talking about. Because we know you and it will happen.
Ooh, I'm gonna be outside with the lions,
Wow, what amazing.
I'm gonna be with the lions. I'm gonna be kicking it with the rhinos. I'm gonna be riding a giraffe. I'm gonna be, yo, mama, grandma, elephant, girl, where you been? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be chilling with the baboons.
All right, so we're gonna get one of those child thingies, and we're gonna take turns. We're gonna take adult ones, and we're gonna take turns. And we're going to
GPS on her.
There you go. Wait. She's at
find my iPhone. There she goes.
Right.
So you don't get lost.
And I'm gonna have a selfie with a rhino.
Yeah. Never mind. We know where she is. She just she sent us a selfie.
She's with the rhinos. She's all right.
Go that way.
Hanging with the rhinos. Yeah.
She'll be back. She's happy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. I so love travel. Oh my gosh. I love the experience. I love the experience before you travel, building up to travel, what you have to do to prepare for it, and then what you go through in your mind. You know what I mean? It's just so amazing because you're so excited because you've already lived in it, because it was coming, and then when you get there, it's like, wow. It's awesome. Yeah. And thank you for sharing so many amazing places because yes, I'm ready. And you know what? I'm going to take my passport and my book bag and nada más. And I'll get what else I need when I get there. Nothing else.
Life is beautiful.
Yes, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
You know what? It used to give me stress. It used to give me stress to travel though,
Oh, yeah.
It really did.
Yeah,
it used to give me, because the preparation, and then the airport. And at that point, I didn't realize how sensitive I was to energies. Yeah. So in the airport and all the different energies, and that could be stressful. And then, so it used to give me stress. And sometimes it didn't. Each time it wasn't that way. But sometimes it was like, okay, why is my heart so tight? what is this?
Yeah. And that's actually a part of it. And I feel my experience now is better because this is what you say, That was pre-meditation. Now this is post-meditation.
Mhm.
And I told you all about my last trip that I had. I had to pray for everybody in the airport. I was like, oh, we not going here. We not going here. And I started sending out some energy. Yeah, you special right now. Yeah, you woohoo, calm down, sister. We all having a good time. This time was different. But then it did come a moment where I had to like, I had to just pray.
Yeah.
Please, I think I'm using it all. I haven't gotten a chance to revive. There was a lot of people. But it's an experience that teaches you about yourself. Everything that we do, we're in school every day. And it's something to think about that, no matter what we do. And we learn a lot.
Yeah.
We learn our limits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're limitless, but we learn the importance of replenishing energy.
Yes.
You know, we learn the importance of taking that time for yourself and giving back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before you do anything else, that's love. We learn love, self-love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the things that we said yes to no, where we hurt ourselves, now we know to go, one moment, give me a moment, and you take that time for yourself and replenish. That's me loving me, and that's us loving everybody else. And we love ourselves first.
Yeah.
What do you want to say, Dave? I'm sorry.
Have any of you traveled by yourself anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse's like, no.
Wait, no, I have, but before the kids. I have before the kids, though. It was a.
That counts. Hello.
That counts.
What do you mean I have? Right.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
I guess I wanted to delete that from my memory.
Okay.
So
wait. Where'd you go?
I traveled to Dominican Republic. Okay, so all right. Because you know, when we're young, we do a lot of young things.
Experiences.
But okay, so it taught me a lot. Okay. So after I had my daughter, 𝕱𝖊𝖊𝖘, the oldest, her dad and I split up. Oh God, healing already. Oh man, so I took a trip to Dominican Republic, but this is funny. Okay. So my brother was like, oh, let's go to DR. So he wanted to introduce his girlfriend to me, and I was like, oh, okay, let's do it. But I was on a budget. Is it gonna go long? Yes, it was gonna go long, but I was like, no. So for the weekend, we were there for a little bit, but that I was supposed to meet up with one of my ex-boyfriend guys. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, okay.
I know. This is why I'm just like,
That's why.
I'm healing her. Okay, so I went to the resort. It was beautiful. I had my own room. My brother has his own room, my cousin, and we were supposed to be in partners. This is the first time that I ever was brought into a spiritual this is why I'm just like right now in the middle of this conversation. yes. Okay, so I traveled to be there with somebody because he said, oh yeah, like let's be there and whatever. That was the first time I put myself first, though. After being in a relationship, being young, being a young mom, and being by myself, I knew I wasn't by myself. I knew I had my parents and my brothers and my family, but like a partner to help you raise the child, all of the above. So he never came. And I was there for the weekend by myself. I went dancing. I had great food. I read a book. I met interesting couples. But yeah, I was there by myself because my brother was on his way with his girlfriend, and my cousin had his girlfriend. And that was the first time that I spent the day getting to know what I really wanted, what I really, really wanted, because it was kind of a detox from now, looking back on it. It was a detox from what I didn't want and what I did want. And it was, at first, it was very hard. I cried a lot because I was supposed to be there with somebody that was supposed to come and meet me, and, you know, how dare them and all of that stuff. But instead of blaming everything, I went to the pool and I just sat at the sun, because I love the sun, and I love the beach. Like at the beach, I can literally live at the beach. You throw me in the beach and I survive. Right? So, and that's what I did. I went and I connected to the water. I didn't even know back now that I like going back into my, you know, thoughts, and I'm like, damn, like I knew what to do then.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of stuff that I'm going deeper with Christine. Is about digging deeper with who I am, and I truly am, from like the being of my being, and looking back on it, I'm like, damn, like my body knew what it needed, my mind knew what it needed, and I just went. I cried a lot because I was so hurt. Like, how dare you leave me in a hotel room?
Yeah.
I'm gorgeous.
Right.
You know, I
Hello.
went there first. Hello.
Right.
But, you know, that was to teach me that I am beautiful in and out, and that I can be by myself. And, you know, after that, I went to, you know, I came back and I was like, okay, now it's me and you. We find the next person to be me and you. And this person either has to be brought by God, or I don't want them in my life, because I can't do that again. I can't do that again. And, you know, then just the stories with my husband are like, they go on with this, but yeah, it took me 5 years to meet him. But through that 5 years, I was like, I'm gonna get this job. I'm gonna do this with my daughter. We went on vacation together. We have gone on vacation. So that's why now that you spoke about the vacation, the mother-daughter vacation, I took a mother-daughter vacation with her when she was 3. And we haven't done that again. So this is what the future comes, because I have an other daughter now that we have to experience this, and then my oldest, but we have to experience it on a conscious level now. Wow. And I can't wait for that. And yeah, we can go on to it another time, because I know we're out of time and everything. But thank you for taking me there, Dee. Thank you for taking me through that healing process of journey, because it definitely was that for me.
Yes.
That was amazing.
But I just want to share before we close, you know,
yes, please,
awesome that you
everyone
shared that, you know, Jessie, because I think travel does have a bit of a healing aspect to it. A lot of people, but it depends on how your intention is. That's the trick, you know. Don't go, like a lot of people want to spend money, get away, and I just need to get away. And the thing is, you're still going to come back to the things that are troubling you in this moment if you don't know how to deal with it in the correct manner, you know. But if you are going away with the intention of, you know what, I know that I'm going to have to come back to this. I know that this is not going away, but I do know that I need this breakaway for my soul, for my spirit soul, so that I can just get a more clarity in my understanding, clarity in where I'm at, you know. I mean, I did that in 2017. My husband and I were going through some really difficult times, and, you know, it was very, very stressful. And, you know, I was alone with my kids, and for me to be alone with my kids and for like with my family the way they are, it was like, whoa, what's going on? And this is bad. And why is he leaving you guys? It was like a whole hoo-ha. Everybody thought that my husband had left me and my children and just buggered off to America and stolen a whole lot of money. It was crazy, you know. Exactly. And we were traveling. I was literally compensating for me and my kids to travel to America to at least meet with the green card rules and regulations. And the one year I won a prize to Mauritius for myself, and it was about a 5-night opportunity, and it was a beautiful 5-star resort. that I won this prize. And I said to my kids,
What
I
a
said,
blessing.
we're going to do this. Whatever.
Blessing.
I'm going to take you guys for this.
That
You know,
was blessing.
whether your father is with us or not, but we're going to do it. My parents were freaking out. My brothers were like, oh, she's taking the kids on her own, blah, blah, blah. Because if I was traveling to America on my own, it was fine because I was coming to see my husband. But if I was traveling somewhere on my own with my children and it was a holiday, it was like, what are you doing? You have money problems. Ah, so much going on. So much of noise. Literally noise. Yeah. So I had to literally say, hey, you know what? I'm not paying for this. I won this thing. It's something that's completely free for me. The only thing that I have to really fork out on is maybe a ticket for one of my children, because my flights are also free because they're giving me a flight for free and they're giving one of my kids a flight for free. It's like, it was a 50,000 rand in rands, like 50,000 rands is what, like, I think it's just under $3,000 or something like that. So that's about the cost of that entire package. If I had to buy it, it would have been 50,000 plus rands. So you can say about $5,000. That's how smart these hotels were that I won. I was like, no, I'm not going to let this one up. And I couldn't give it to anybody. I couldn't give it to one of my travel colleagues to say, hey, you can utilize this. I'll be happy with that, because the rules on that competition it was not transferable. So when we came back from America that year, I said, in September, I'm going to make this work. And we went, myself and my kids went, and I said, thank God we did that. It was the best thing that we needed for ourselves, for my kids as well. They were like, so, they just let loose everything that was like happening at home and in our environment. They were just like free to be. And both of them, when I look back and when we speak about it, they say that was the best trip ever. They really enjoyed it. My eldest was so responsible. He was so responsible. He helped me with everything. He held the passports. He was like, I got the ticket. I was like, okay, we're doing this. I'm not having to do this alone. They were so on board with it. And my little one was like very happy because my eldest was like almost like a father figure for him at that point in time. And he was taking care of him when I had to take a step back and say, hey, I just need some time out. He would step in, don't worry, I got it. I'll take my brother to get his food and I'll do this. In that resort, they knew him completely. Everybody from the front desk to the yes, they were like, your son is so amazing. He's like, he knows how to take care of his little brother. And they were at the pond, they were at the pool, but everybody in that hotel knew them because they seen that, oh, this mother is like, she's not anyway to be seen, and these kids are doing what they need to do. But it was so amazing because they could do that and they were safe and they were able to be, just to be for that whole week. So yeah, I tell you, sometimes you need to take that step back and reflect. And sometimes if you have to go on a travel experience to do that for yourself, then you've got to do that. You've got to allow yourself to do that because it's only you that's going to support you. No one out there is going to support you in whatever endeavors you are wanting to achieve. And so that's something that has really stayed with me through this experience. And I think that I would share that with anyone to say, if you want to do something that everybody's stopping you from doing it, or you don't feel like it's the right time, just do it. Just
say yes.
do it. Say yes.
Say yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Tink, oh my goodness. That ring, that was a gift from the divine.
Yes, it was.
And we see it as we grow. We look back and go, whoa, he always there with us. And that was a gift from him.
Oh, absolutely.
He even put that spirit, your son, took the role. He did. He took that leadership role because he was supposed to. And because of that trip is what led to the next place for you saying, I'm working this out. You all needed that to get to the next step. Oh my goodness, almost like was bouncing out my seat because that's what was happening. And you had the courage to trust, surrender, say yes, and just figure it out later and not listen to that noise.
Yeah.
Everyone, please take that. Please let this be a takeaway. I implore you with all my heart. Other people, they speak from their own selves. Remember, that's their journey. That's noise. Noise that people make. It's the no need. In love, thank you for sharing. Do it. Just do it. Because when that opportunity portal opens from the divine and we're giving that for what we need, it's there. We just have to say yes. And there you heard it in action. Look. You heard it in action. And look, everyone was in place. The divine had everyone in place. Yes, her children were safe. And yes, her son took his role. And it was like, and they were solely what she said, protected. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Say yes. Say yes to yourself and don't listen to the noise. Don't let other people stop you. That's your,
Sometimes in the chaos, there's so much of blessings, and sometimes you miss those blessings. You miss the blessings. So don't miss the blessings, guys.
Don't miss the blessing. Oh, beautiful team. Yes, sweetie. Beautiful. Oh, that does bring us. I know we're over, but I had to let it. No. I had to let it go.
Before we go, Angela, and Tink, Tiffany said, because what you just said was literally right on time with the feelings that Tiffany shared in the comments. She said, I am so glad that you are on today, Tink. I have been talking to my family just over the last couple of days, is that I need to travel again to, if I can read today, sorry, having a wonderful heart. And then she also said, I have put it aside in order to appear more responsible, but I need it. It makes me feel alive. I'm preparing my family for this shift. So what you just said, because you didn't know that she put that in there, but you literally explained and were a living example of what she just put in addition to what Angela was saying. There were people around you that were speaking from their own belief systems and limiting beliefs, and however you were able to shield yourself, ground yourself, and then move forward. So I want Tiffany, do that as well, beautiful. Do that as well. Do that as well.
Yes.
Congratulations, Tiffany.
Absolutely. Yeah. And do it for yourself, because if it's saying hello to you, if it's saying it's meaning a lot to your soul.
Right.
Something that needs to be done, and sometimes it's not going to make sense to anybody else, only to you.
Right. Right.
So try yourself to feel that. It's
Yes.
Anyway,
wonderful.
it's a beautiful journey. Keep smiling.
So happy for everyone. Congratulations.
Of Yoda.
Yoda got you.
Do or do not. There's no try.
Right. There's no try.
All right, everyone. We're going to go into last year's. Piano.
That was my last share. That was it.
Boom. Pink.
My last share is my last year is just to show up for yourself, just like we show up for us, because that is very important, and your soul needs it way more than ever, especially with the energies that are floating today.
Yes.
And show up for you, show up for your family. Just like Tink, I myself had to take a vacation, and it was the best vacation that we taking in the middle of COVID, and it was for the healing of my family. So you're worth it. Your family's worth it.
Yes.
Pink.
Oh, I was trying to look for this little saying that I seen, but I don't think I got it here. Anyway, but it is it's been great being here. Thank you so much, ladies. I just want to give my gratitude and thanks once again for being here. I'm ever ready to be here with you guys whenever. And Yeah, I don't believe myself to be a special guest. I believe that we are all one. So thank
Yes.
you so much for that as well.
Yes, we are.
And I appreciate everybody that's listening to us here, that's coming here and sharing in this energies, listening in on the conversations, because Feminine Flame is a place where you are going to receive that healing that you need. So
Yes.
come in and share and be part of the conversation. Let's also get you into other places where you need perhaps visibility. Let's do that together. Let's be the hand that you can hold to take you through the journey as well. And
Yeah.
I look forward to incredible futures with all of us going forward. It's going to be amazing, and we're all going to shine our light in its unique way. So
Yes.
that's
Yes.
all I got to say.
And that being said,
Right.
Wander your way.
I pray that everyone has a blessed day full of love and light. Remember, show up for yourself. All the intentions that you set for yourself, seek to do them every day. Show up, playful out, give it your best. And don't forget always to smile. Love you all dearly. See you tomorrow. Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Bye.